And she's back. Sorry about that, you guys. I really tried to squeeze everything into that last live, but my daughter gets out of school at 2 o'clock. But I noticed when I posted that it's at 2:20, and it's just like, for some reason, I'm feeling at 11 o'clock. I'm feeling the Ascended Master Path is very important to your pile, as it actually has been with a lot of the piles. But let's go ahead and get into pile number 4. Pile number 4 is a continuation of the story, The Rabbit and the Moon. Now, this story, I didn't get into it too hard because we were really kind of going a long time, right? Um, uh, on Oracle, which I'm finding I think has so much purpose and everyone is really resonating. So make sure you like this video. Make sure you share these oracles, and if you tell other light workers to find this page so we can really spread the message. So your story is all about, it was audio only, was something that I wanted to note that's different than the other 3 stories. And many of you are choosing, some of you might get 1, 2, 3, 4, following the steps. So here we are in pile number 4. We've got the Stargate heart activation happening. Okay. And we're also got the Akashic Stargate activation as well. So that's what's coming up here. But let's go ahead and settle into the energy. This particular story, it was written about a relationship. So this is literally about a relationship in your life. It could be between you and a significant other, but it could be between children. It's between a twin flame. Now, I use that in quotes because everyone has their idea. I feel we have several twin flames. Don't you love that in the background? She didn't get low enough. But anyway, I feel that we have a twin flame on every single dimension. And the dimensions are our chakras. Okay, so that's really what I teach. But let's go ahead and settle into this. But this particular story is about really coming together and moving across to different cultures, really settling into a whole new environment. So let's see what we get here. Ooh, we've got house number 10. So we know that we're settling into your career here, your abundance, the moon. Okay, so I'm getting divine feminine, following the moon cycle, but also realizing what's happening with the moon is also coming in and has a lot to do with what you're experiencing in your process. And why am I saying that? Because we've got the Aquarius energy here, which is the water bearer. So in a lot of ways, I feel like the moon cycle is really working hand in hand with your healing process. Wow. So keeping yourself aware of where the moon is. We just moved into the next cycle of the moon, and every cycle is important. And in fact, in my upcoming class, in the classes that I teach and everything that I do, animal wisdom is based on the moon. 321, I saw. Yep. Following the steps. So it's like everything that we do is really following the tides, okay? The moon affects the waves of the ocean. And what is the ocean but water? And we're all made of water. And so how it reflects, how the water affects our sacral in particular, that's our divine, the house of our divine energy, is really going to see how it affects all of us in different ways, right? Because we're all unique. So this is especially important because we have the Keepers of the Light Oracle coming up. This is talking about a divine union. We're talking about a divine counterpart here. We're talking about a union, and this doesn't have to be romantic, okay? But there is something coming together, and it's affecting your career. All right. It's affecting your career. Even on the Aquarius energy, I'm getting an alignment between the two. I just lost it. Even if you just look at the symbols. Okay. Oh my gosh. In retrospect, there we go. I'm getting that alignment of the two. And I am feeling that there's something related to the new moon, because I am seeing the symbol. We're going with the symbols here. And I'm seeing the new moon has not only finished a stage between you and a divine counterpart, but is putting you in a whole new beginning. There is so much going on behind the scenes, and Archangel Michael is coming front and center saying what? Trusting heaven. He is letting you know you are safe. Angels stand beside you. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Allow a miracle to occur. So if you have been taking the progression of the activations, there's been a series of steps, and we're going to the Stargate heart, the Akashic Stargate. I think that the synergy of these two coming together is most divine. And this is from last night. I just grabbed from the bottom for each pile, and it is so beautiful how it's lined up. But in order for us to really kind of pour into this, we've got the keepers of the light. They want to come forward with they want to let you know a little bit about what's going on for you. What is your current strengths is what we're going to pull first. Let's go ahead. Look at that. I mean, come on. Soul flame. It's letting us know that we're talking about this soul flame, the divine counterpart. This is a very special flame in my awakening process, is the black flame, okay? Because why is it the black flame? The black flame is one of the very first, it's the deepest connection, as this connection has for many of you been having you run in circles, they run in circles, but you will find as the divine feminine in particular. So those of the divine feminine, when you heal you, it entrains and sends a vibration to your soul flame, which allows the process to heal them. All right. So look at that. Let's go ahead and see what wants to come forward. Okay. So let's talk about your strengths. Divine healing. I was literally just saying that when you heal yourself, when you open up this Stargate in your heart chakra, so when you go through the heart chakra, which is green, and you heal and you come out the higher heart with the elevation of the pink, you are now aligning yourself and you're increasing your vibration and your frequency. And this is being shown as a strength. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. And that other that we're talking about specifically is your divine counterpart. And in fact, I'm going to put it out there. Okay, there's going to be some things in this reading that are not being talked about, that are not traditional. But guess what? I'm putting it out there for you, number 4, because you and your divine counterpart are developing a kingdom. Yes. And this is all about cleansing the bloodlines. This is about a structure. This is related to your career. So you guys are out there inspiring together, giving others completion and allowing them a new beginning. I feel this so much. Now here, the vibration I'm getting with your divine counterpart, the masculine. If you're the feminine energy, we just saw that you are the one that's starting the healing process, because you receive from the divine and you pass it off to your divine masculine, which I'm saying for many of you, not all, but many of you, is another person. Because if you are following, especially if you followed the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, if you went through all 4, I'm telling you, your divine masculine is another person who you may or may not be in with union right now. And what I'm getting from your divine counterpart, your divine masculine, is entering this sacred heart as we speak, okay? Entering into that heart awakening, that process. Now, you may find that this, we're kind of going back and forth. We started with Archangel Michael, who is a twin flame. There's only so many twin flames in this book. Okay. And I just want to, let's just see if we're keeping on track with all of them. Okay. So the first one, Archangel Michael, has a twin flame with faith. And we just literally saw, who did we just see when we broke it up? It wasn't Kali, it was Radha, who is a twin flame with Krishna. Okay. So we're definitely getting this twin flame, but we're going to call it the soul flame. And that's why she came forward. This is the most divine and the center of the twin flames, because you will find that you have a twin flame on every single chakra, but this is the one that's aligned with your heart. Okay, that's aligned with your heart. And there's all kinds of energy coming in to assist the two of you to come into alignment, because the time is now. The time is now at this time for your sacred calling, really. And I'm seeing it together. Oh, I'm feeling something in my left eye. Wow. Okay. I want to take a moment to put this oracle in a bubble of protection filled with God's love, light, joy. Archangels of the highest light, please surround this oracle. Keep this container solid. Okay. And those that enter come in their own bubble of protection filled with God's love, light, and joy. Thank you so much, archangels. I wanted to take a moment to really create that sacred space. Yeah, look at. So what's on your heart is the next card. The first one is just strengths. So the divine healing, okay? Honoring your sensitivity, knowing here, I want to let you know, divine feminines, some of the energy that you're picking up on is your divine counterpart. When they are hurting, you're feeling it, and vice versa. This is why it's so important for the both of you to get yourself to a point of expansion, soul expansion, true authenticity, where the both of you can honor your sacred blueprint, which is shared for many. If you are resonating with the fact that this is a soul flame connection between you and another, you are literally sharing your soul. So what affects one affects another. Now, for some of you, this is within you. Okay. For some of you, this is within you. So your consciousness is expanding. You're understanding the connections between all things. And that is the purpose of, I cannot help it, but I see the black hair here. That is the purpose of this divine soul connection. Okay. Tell him I'm on Oracle. Speaking of.
I already told him.
Okay.
But I don't know what he asked.
Okay. I'll call him back in literally a few minutes. I'm sorry. Speaking of soul connection, look at coming in to ask a question. So Mahavarapati. Okay, I'm just keeping track here. The third card is letting us know the challenge that you're in. The challenge that we're in, okay? And this actually came up in a reading last night. I'm not sure if it was pile number 4. I actually feel like it was. I cannot right now.
Is he picking us up, or are we meeting him?
I'm sorry, you guys. Excuse me. Bobby, I will call you back in 2 minutes. No, we're taking the truck and you're... Yes, goodbye. See? Sometimes we get irritated with one another, but there is an intervention and purpose to all. I think it's hilarious that he just called, okay? Because we literally talked about our plan, but there's so much energy that's trying to keep you and your divine counterpart separated. 1400 on the clock. That's that oneness and the structure shift brought in by spirit. There's so much happening in the background right now between you and your divine counterpart. And there's this almost this separation. It's like it's keeping you, it's like it's not all fully encompassing. And that's because not both of you are where you need to be yet. But by finding this reading and undergoing these activations, you're going to be seeing that we can bring these into alignment. I love that he's got these triangles, and I love that we're doing the Stargate, which is the Merkaba, and how the triangles come together. Oh my God, so beautiful. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So don't allow the stressors between you and your divine counterpart, okay? Don't allow those stressors to come in between you and to cause more friction. Have grace for one another. Have, generosity for one another, gratitude for one another. A lot of these energies that are coming in that make you feel triggered by each other is really energies that are not authentic. They're trying to separate you. They're trying to prevent this from happening. The divine union, the divine vehicle between the masculine and the feminine coming together in perfect union. Okay? So I am feeling this so much. And what do we have on bottom? But Freya, okay, who is also a divine twin flame. Freya. I'm sorry, I'm looking in here. Yeah, with Odin. And Odin is all about the authentic expression. So she wants to let us know that these are phases and cycles that we're going through to elevate the moon cycle coming in again, just as we saw in the Astro Dice, listening to what the signals in your environment. This is an inner earth. This is a connection to the earth. So make sure that you stay grounded. There is a beginning. Oh my God, you guys, this is so crazy. There is a beginning in every ending. And what did we do with that 10? We were talking about that 10 is not only an ending, but a new beginning. And when you're in the in between, a lot can be confusing. Okay. So Freya's letting you know that this is a cycle. Illusions are revealed and released. Illusions. So a lot that's keeping you and your divine counterpart. And the reason I keep talking about this is because that's the story presented in this book about how his obstacles and her obstacles eventually came together and be illusionary, and they found their common ground between each other. It truly is a beautiful story. All right. So I think we're setting in the right place. Let's get into these activations. Let's get into these specific activations. I'm looking for my book. You can tell I'm a little discombobulated because I had to go to school. All right. So the Stargate Heart. Let's pull that one up first. And then we have the Akashic Stargate. And I love that we're going through the Stargate Heart, the portal. And then we're going straight to the Akashic to get your records that you and your divine counterpart have shared in common. Because I'm telling you that you incarnate together. You share the soul. You are part of each other. One is his ending is your beginning. Or I want to say his, okay? Your divine feminine energy is connected to that divine masculine energy. And for some of you, this is actually a man-woman. It could be a woman-woman. It could be a child. It's who your divine counterpart. This will resonate with you. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking in alphabetical order. Stargate Heart. So let me hold this up. Heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. The heart chakra is the connection to love and generosity. And what were we getting? But we were talking about that very first card, the strength. The Hilarion came forward, and we were seeing that actual heart chakra, okay? When opened, it can take us on a powerful expedition to experience love. In Sanskrit, it is known as the anahata, which means unstruck or even unbroken, revealing that even though we may feel our heart is broken, our true spiritual heart is always whole. And so when you go into this heart chakra awakening process, you guys, whether you're at the beginning or the end, because some are at the end and some are at the beginning. And it is a process. I entered the heart awakening process in March, actually maybe before March. I've been in it for all year. So it can be tough, okay? And we're still in it. But it's for you. Know that it's for you. The heart chakra governs all aspects of your heart, including relationships, what lights us up, and of course, our self worth. The gateway transports us to the Emerald City, the temple of our heart. This sacred space within is a place of wonder and love. Here, you are reminded of the sacredness we hold within and encouraged to know that although it's like a hidden treasure, the beauty deserves to be seen and enjoyed by the outer world. In the gateway image, there is a path to the Emerald City. I mean, stop it. I just can't help it. I'm literally in Wizard of Oz. She's gone over the rainbow, somewhere over the rainbow. She lands in the Emerald City of Oz. And there she comes across different obstacles that really toss and turn with relationships that she's had in the external. Okay. And I love the synergy because of this Rainbow Bridge class. You can go and be transported in many ways. In the gateway, there's a path to the Emerald City, but it is the path less traveled because it's a lot. There's a lot that you'll encounter. This may represent many years of denying our self-worth and also moments during many lifetimes when we've pushed love away. But now we're moving closer to the love we are. And so this is really coming up. And I want to mention the Rainbow Bridge. My sacred calling as a teacher is to assist others to get onto that Rainbow Bridge so that they can deal with a higher vibration. Like, think about if it was all in Wizard of Oz. And she's got the ruby slippers and the Emerald City. And in this class, we put emerald into your heart chakra. We literally line your chakras with crystals and plants, and they shield your chakras so that you can vibe higher, as you go through this process. And this is the process of evolution, my friends. So to start the process here, place your hands on your heart space and breathe deeply. In for 6. Breathing into your heart center. Hold it for 5. And release. Continue breathing. Invite the sacred temple. Invite the sacred temple within to lower its drawbridge and open the gates so that you can experience love in harmony. So use this as so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. I love the drawbridge because we were talking about the queendom and the kingdom, and you are creating your literal. Think of King Arthur. You are literally creating your own kingdom and queendom together. And so the bridge is coming down to give you access to the beginning of your path. Think about Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz when she starts at that very center and she goes on the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Because. Okay, and think about she comes up to the scarecrow and she has a challenge that she overcomes and invites that wisdom with her. And then she comes upon the Tin Man, and she has a challenge there and invites the wisdom to come with. And then the lion, the cowardly lion, and she overcomes that and brings that wisdom. That is what I'm feeling. And she brings that all to the Emerald City. And so it's a series, it's almost a quest of many ways. This is the message. Your heart space is a sacred space deep within you. For some time, you've protected it with psychic shields. Oh my gosh, that have stopped you from being hurt, but also stopped you from feeling love. So they're shields created on fear. sh- created on subconscious scripts, a netting, if you will, that's preventing you access, preventing that drawbridge. Okay. So we just entered the drawbridge, but there's so much more to deal with. This gateway appears shows you that you have finally dropped these shields and you're ready to experience love. Universal wisdom wants you to know that this is your divine right. This is your divine right, my friends. Your midhaven. You see your castle back there? Oh, beautiful. You are highly empathic and a generous soul who has much to give, and you're being called forth to reveal the deeper and more vulnerable aspects of your being. You're going to be taken on a journey, and that's why the Merkaba is here, letting you know that you are divinely protected in this journey as you go into other dimensions, my friend, and you deal with things in your past lives and that you deal with different things to rewrite those scripts to get your heart in alignment between you and your divine counterpart. So beautiful. You're being called forth to go deeper. Divine light beings are surrounding you, holding you, encouraging you to relax. All the restrictions and the blockages of your heart space are now being removed. The worst is behind you. The world needs you. Like you, this is affecting you. Are a spiritual teacher. The world needs you to step into your ruby slippers, for you to know that to step into your crown and your ruby slippers. I mean, think about the end of The Wizard of Oz as she goes in the balloon and the balloon leaves and she thinks that's the only way to transport back. But no, Glenda tells her, you've had it all along with your ruby slippers, your ancestors, and those that have been guiding you. They are giving you the power. It's been with you all along, but it's up to you to believe. There's no place like home. Oh God, it's so beautiful. I'm getting it so much. Now we're going to go back to the next activation, not back. We're going to go to the next activation, which is the Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose crossroads. No wrong path. The Stargate is a portal which takes us through space and time to a whole other universe. It's based on the concept of the Einstein-Rosen bridge. Okay, this is totally tripping me out. It's the Rainbow Bridge. I literally just posted this on my Facebook page about the DNA, realizing that a lot that we carry in our DNA is not for us. Wow. Literally just read this. It's also what's known as the wormhole. Yeah, I've been through the wormhole. It starts the activation of you going through all the different timelines that didn't serve your highest good. There's a speculative structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a stargate is less about traveling on the physical 3D level and more about making progress on the spiritual. A feature that many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us have a stargate in our hearts. God, this is so crazy. I can only share what happened for me. When I entered this Stargate, I entered the shadow box. In the shadow box, this was my pathway, the path less traveled. And I'm told that I've entered this shadow box every time I incarnate, but this is the first time I have found my way, as many get lost. This is the access is through your heart. So that was the first activation. Now we're going in and we're connects us to the central lattice of consciousness, the divine matrix. The Buddha acknowledged when we were in the universe while Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Oh my God, so beautiful. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we're given the opportunity to make a decision. And it's a decision. It was a decision for me. And along my journey, it was always a decision. And I have continued to walk that path. Because why? I wanted to evolve into what I was meant to do by coming here. And I'm mentioning this to encourage you to think of your evolution. The path less traveled often comes with rewards that you cannot even comprehend. And so there'll be lots of mirrors. There'll be lots to look through, especially on those first 4 timelines. Oh my goodness. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we're given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. Visualize yourself at a crossroads, at a T. Tune in and think of, I want you to visualize yourself being Dorothy at the crossroads of which way do I go before she even meets the scarecrow. Remember? Tune into the direction that feels most joyful, light, and loving. Imagine yourself walking that road. See all that it brings you. Okay? See all that it brings you. Trusting your inner knowing that this road and pathway is meant for you. Whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it's because you're at a critical point in your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction and you have to make a decision. This can feel very overwhelming and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But you are here to walk the path that you set for yourself. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you will always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Always know that purpose isn't about doing your duty. It's about living life and experiencing joy. So if any time throughout this, my Rainbow Bridge class has seemed like an option for you, please contact me because it is a way to increase your vibration to take you to places that you've never known before, to transport you into what you chose before you came here. And that was to evolve past and to continue the process of evolution. So beautiful, my friends. So beautiful. I want to see, you were the last pile, and I definitely want to see if there's anything else. Oh, no, I left the cards. I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to see more. But you know what? This is letting you know this decision is for you, and it will be made by you. 3, 3, 3, 3 on the clock. Wow. Beautiful. Many blessings to you, my friends. Take care. Like this video, share it with others. Subscribe. I go live every week, and you can find out more information on my Facebook page as well, or contact me directly if you want to learn more about this Rainbow Bridge class, because my friend is coming up everywhere in your reading. Many blessings.